So you going by Trihex now, nerd? What's up, douchebag? It's me, Tanner from high school. Remember me? Me and the guys that always have a hard time with you in school. Thought you were just an easy target. Well, I can see not much has changed. Remember Sarah? The girl you had a crush on? Yeah, well, we're married now. I make over 200K a year and drive a Mustang GT and have a huge dick. I guess some things just never change, huh, loser? Nice catching up. Pathetic.
Did I really get bullied in high school? Harassed comes to mind here, definitely. Because I went to high school in South Louisiana, my class was full of Topeka classmates who couldn't compute, why I was into, why I, a black student, was into all the white hobbies, like anime and Yu-Gi-Oh! And things like that. All my friends, admittedly, were not black. That wasn't like a thing I made a choice over. That was more like, these are things I enjoyed, and all the black kids were pretty tribal. It's really weird, actually. In the South, so it wasn't a problem when I was in Florida, but whenever I was in Louisiana, things were like weirdly tribal over racial shit. The cafeteria at my high school, middle school, there was generally 4 tables, and it would be black guys, white guys, black girls, white girls, like unconditioned. Like they would choose to do this way, and I found that really, really weird. So the black kids would give me a lot of shit because I quote unquote acted white. They would call me White Mike and be like, bro, why you be talking that way? Why you hang out with them? They were the ones provoking like feelings of jealousy and territorialism. I was just like, well, that's weird. Okay, I haven't really been bugging y'all at all, actually. Certain teachers thought that the Yu-Gi-Oh cards were witchcraft and trying to get us like, I don't know, trying to ban all of Yu-Gi-Oh. Like meanwhile, all the problem students though were like not us. Like there was clearly kids trying to skip class and smoke in the bathroom, but we're the problem though. So yeah, there was a couple of like really dumb things that are going on. I thought the priority of them was very questionable, to say the least here. It wasn't like any of the Yu-Gi-Oh players were like, actually causing problems at school. But had some religious anxiety crossed over with some ignorance and judgmental bigotry, and you got a recipe for that. That's kind of where the bullying comes from, just like really annoying things. And obviously this all, in hindsight now, I can say that I'm okay, but at the time, these things affected me. They made me feel really insecure about being geekful. It made me really ashamed of being a Yu-Gi-Oh player and being an anime watcher and all those things that are now obviously super normal at this point. You go to a barbershop, you ask, who fucks with Goku? They're all like, fuck yeah, it's my boy, whatever. You go back 15 years ago, that was not the case. So yeah, I was ridiculed a lot, and it hit my insecurity a lot, to the point where the whole idea of even like talking to girls freaked me out. As embarrassing as it sounds, actually, it's like literally like a sitcom cliche, but like talking to girls, dude, I was like terrified. I was like, if it was a girl I found attractive, I was like completely spaghetti, and I felt like I had 0 redeeming qualities. That everything that defined me, ambition for competitive Yu-Gi-Oh, my pursuit of like an online avatar that made me feel empowered, unlike how I felt IRL, again, Trihex here ultimately. All these things, I just felt I was ashamed of, actually. So if I was a girl I was trying to talk to, I would dumb down myself to a numbing degree of nothingness. What do you like? Oh, rap. Oh, cool. What do you do? Oh, I chill. I'd be on AIM and I am online and shit like that. Do I tell her I tore it Naruto episodes and I fucking binge watch that shit? No. Do I tell her I fucking slayed noobs and Ralph Stomp newbies on Yu-Gi-Oh! Virtual Desktop on YVD? No. Do I tell her I'm an amateur Photoshop user and I'm sitting here doing commissions for form signatures on Zero Creative? No. Do I tell her, do I tell her I'm interested in speedrunning competitively? No. Do I tell any of these girls any of that stuff? No, because it's all like lame, nerdy jargon they don't fucking understand at all anyway here. So, if I was talking to girls back in high school, it was just completely Nothing. The only way I could even manage to have the confidence to talk to a girl was if I completely concluded to myself wholeheartedly here that I'm in the friend zone. I am super in the friend zone, which is really, again, this is more about me than the girls I was talking to at that time. Just more that the effects of being called white Mike and ridiculed for how I was and what I did ultimately made me very reclusive, and I didn't even know how to even solve that problem until college. High school kind of sucked for me, honestly, as far as like, you know, mental health goes or whatever. Like, it wasn't until I was in college and the social accepted norms were less like cliquey and toxic like they are in high school, and more just like about being yourself, because, you know, if you're here to like do your thing, not really here to like, not here because you have to be here, which is what kind of, that was kind of a lot of the issues with high school. A lot of unmotivated students, a lot of who kind of trivialize the entirety of the whole education process and just kind of like were there just kind of, you know, sailing through the ocean waves until 12th grade hit Nick and peace out or whatever. It had an effect on me, and it was really problematic. And then around 10th grade is when I just gave up trying to even talk to girls. I was like, all right, well, you know what? I don't know, dude. I don't know what to fucking do. This situation is like anxiety inducing and very stressful. So I'm just going to like become a competitive masturbator, not even pretend anymore. Like, I'm just gonna like be like a full blown, I'm going all in. And at that point, all in meant that I speed run, I'm competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm not even trying to be like cool around the cool kids. I'm gonna do me, and I'm going full throttle at that point. That's what I got into at that point. And then I dealt with girls like a way later time. Ultimately, it all worked out though, because I think that was like probably like one of the best ways to develop. You know, I didn't like, quote unquote, waste time. And again, this is like in hindsight now, it's not how I feel about it in the moment probably, but I didn't waste time with trivial relationships in pursuit of like, I don't know, romantic interest when I'm still developing the self, you know. So I was still finding myself after. I really was finding myself in college, because high school was just like insecurity and the social hierarchy of high school, whatever bullshit, meta bullshit. So it got better, you know. So I'm really happy with that, actually. Love yourself, embrace yourself, develop yourself, and then pursue externally onward. You know, if you went to like a very big, diverse high school, then debatably this wasn't an issue you had to deal with. But you ask anyone who's into like nerdy shit, ask any nerdy millennial how things were for them in their rural high school. I'm sure it was very, very similar to what I'm describing to you right now. I live in Mississippi, and I'm a black guy, and I can relate. Yeah, man, shit's crazy, dude. Like a whole nother, like, Florida to Louisiana is like so fucking night and day, dude.
Well, if you weren't into sports, bro, you weren't shit.
I was into sports, actually. Dude, I loved volleyball, but volleyball only had a girls team, so. And I was into tennis, but our school was poor, so we didn't have a tennis team at all, actually. So two sports I actually had interest in were double nothing. Oh, and believe you me, if you were a male wanting to join the dance squad, not the cheerleaders, like sure, I get that, whatever, that's a girl thing, fine, whatever. No, the dance squad, nah, fuck to the no, dude, they wouldn't let you do that either. That boy ain't right. Why that boy trying to do trying to dance? So he a little funny, a little loose. Not that I was trying, obviously, but like, I'm just letting you know how bigoted that fucking place was at that time, dude. Holy shit.